5 politicians that made all their money in politics. The most common phrase used by regular people and politicians to refer to politics is, "It's a dirty game." True to this phrase, politics can indeed be a dirty game. Besides the specific skills like leadership, integrity, and speaking well that a political career demands, it's an unfortunate fact that a politician needs to be crafty and willing to bend, if not break, the law to climb the political ladder. A politician also needs to be emotionally and psychologically strong because, in most cases, political ambitions and controversy go hand in hand. Fortunately, some have been steadfast, wading through the murky waters of politics, and have something to show for it. Massive wealth. Robert Mugabe. The infamous Robert Mugabe was the president of Zimbabwe from 1980 to 2017. Even though Mugabe came from a relatively low-income family, he was fortunate to receive a quality education and earn a Bachelor of Education in 1953. Mugabe's introduction to politics happened in 1960 after he was elected public secretary of the National Democratic Party. He quickly organized military youth groups to spread the message of independence of Southern Rhodesia, now Zimbabwe, a move that propelled him to popularity. In 1963, the British arrested Mugabe for his involvement in the resistance movement. He remained in custody for over a decade until his escape. Saddam Hussein. Saddam Hussein was a writer, party leader, politician, and Iraq's 5th president. He was formally recognized as the Iraqi president in 1979 despite serving as its de facto leader years before. He served as its leader from 1979 until he died in 2003 when his estimated net worth was $2 billion. The West widely condemned Hussein for his brutal rule, dismissal of human rights, and suppression of movements that threatened his rule. Before the U.S. invaded Iraq, Iraqi soldiers sent in military trucks withdrew about $1 billion from the Central Bank of Iraq. Later, it was discovered that Hussein had been selling Iraq's fuel to countries like Syria and Turkey through the black market and keeping a share of the profits. Adolf Hitler. While his reputation as the German Nazi leader who instrumented the Holocaust precedes him, the less-known fact about Adolf Hitler is that he was a billionaire. Having been born into a low-income family living in an Austrian village on its border with Germany, it's clear that Adolf Hitler accumulated all his riches during his tenure in German politics. After his career as an artist failed, and consequently, his rejection by the Vienna School of Fine Arts, Hitler volunteered as a German soldier for World War I. After the end of the war, Hitler began his political career by forming the Nazi Party, which quickly gained popularity. He rose to the position of Chancellor of Germany after his Nazi Party won several elections. Ibrahim Babangida. Ibrahim Babangida, former Nigeria president, is reportedly worth at least $50 billion, most of which was made during his presidency from 1985 to 1993. He's possibly Nigeria's richest politician yet. Babangida's background is primarily in the military, having held various positions like Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant Colonel, Major General, and General. Babangida reportedly stole over $14 million during his tenure, most of it from the Gulf War oil windfall in 1992. His fortunes compounded after overseas investments in multiple corporations, telecommunication industries, local and international real estate investments, and other avenues. Ferdinand Marcos. Ferdinand Marcos, the Philippine president between 1965 and 1986, was a lawyer, politician, and dictator who gained popularity by claiming to be the most decorated war hero in Philippine history. During his tenure as president, he pursued several developmental and infrastructural programs funded by foreign debt that, due to mismanagement, led to the loss of lives, extreme poverty, and a crippling debt crisis. He also oversaw several outright dictatorial policies that led to constitutional revision, media silencing, and violence and oppression against the people of the Philippines in an attempt to silence government critics. During his third term between 1981 and 1985, Marcos's leadership began its decline partly due to the economic crisis his policies had triggered and the unrest over the assassination of an opposition leader. That's all for today's video. Make sure to subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.